eo kosho noia. Eso kosho tu, e amasi, e kosho naie. Amaya eo shoto, e se ti oshni, ek osemane. Amasha noia ye, la maria oyo sotoyo ye mane. A io koshotoye, e a si amane yo shotoye ne mane. Good evening all, and welcome if you follow me, and welcome if you're new to following me. And if you do follow me, you'll know that I speak light language, and that's Lemurian one that came through. And I've been getting messages to come on line and share this message from the Lemurian elders. And it's about reclaiming our energy. Recapitulation, earning your power. Where you put your energy is your choice. Overcoming triggers through self-awareness. Energy vampires, reclaiming your soul, fragments. Observing the observer. Shifting victim mentality. And I was just online doing my coursework, and this seemed quite urgent, this message that was coming through, and I thought, I'm just doing my coursework, you know, I'll get to it, you know, when I can. But I could sense there was quite a, come on Ellie, we need you online, urgency. So they want us to know that when we embrace an energy aware lifestyle, we start to notice when we feel drained or ungrounded. If you have been following me, you'll know that I speak a lot about grounding, because it is so important, you know, when you start opening up to your own energy and feeling others' energy and absorbing energy from environments, places, you know, all of that is so important that we know how to ground and protect our energy. So they say we may feel flat or out of our centre after spending time with certain people or places. Yeah, without a doubt, because you become like a sponge, I call it. I feel like I'm a sponge. And I also know when it is my energy that is off, or if I have absorbed that from people or places. And they say our energy is our responsibility on how we give it away. Becomes a conscious choice as we step into empowerment. Yeah, I choose now to only give my energy out to the ones that are accepting of it. I will not waste my energy now, and that does not mean I won't help people, because of course I will. That's what I'm on this path for, as a healer, you know. But that just means I'm discerning of who you know, will really receive and accept, you know, this beautiful energy that I hold inside me, and that I've worked very, very hard, you know, to retrieve back. Yeah, I'm very, very discerning on who I give that out to now. I have to be. It's currency, they're saying. Energy is my currency, and I don't mean that in the material sense, neither. Yeah, so they say, but what about the fragments of self we gave away before we came to this awareness? Yes, it is possible to recover and restore yourself to wholeness, in shamanic practice, recapturing and reuniting with lost fragments of ourselves is called recapitulation. Thank you. Yeah. So through my energy healing practices that I do and have done for over 20 years now, started with yoga, from a simple book, then that got me aware of energy in my body and the stuckness of my energy. Also made me aware that to, become fully healthy, it had to be more of a daily practice than just I'll do it once a month. It had to become part of my practice. That was personal for me. I can't speak for others. But yeah, that then helped me integrate, the energy faster. But yeah, even when we become aware of the patterning that unnecessarily chews up our energy, we may still feel drained by certain people or situations. When we grow our awareness further and take note of the triggers, we see it as always our choice where our energy goes, although it might not feel that way. Yeah, when I started to become aware of, I could feel my own energy. That's how it came online for me. After many years of practice, it didn't just come overnight. It was many years of practice before I started to even feel the energy in my own body, in my chakras, moving around. And then after that came me feeling others' energy. Yeah, I had to be very aware of what drained my energy, and that was people and places. And I have walked away from some friends that drained my energy because something was telling me in my energy body, my physical body, my spiritual self was also alerting me to not very good energies around these people. So I had to walk away. I had to. My energy healer and feeler was online, very much so, and is more powerful today than it was back then. As in powerful, I don't mean like from I'm powerful and all that. I mean as in stronger. Yeah, stronger. I can feel it stronger the more I do energy work on myself, keep doing this healing that I've been doing for over 20 years now. The more I do that, the more I raise, the awareness of me feeling others' energy. And I'm a Reiki practitioner also, so yeah, it all serves to protect me. And yeah, it's like that. It's that radar, it's that compass, I call it. I can be discerning now, whereas before I wouldn't know was draining my energy. I'd just be tired around them. I'd be like, why am I so tired? I want a minute ago. But the more I feel my energy, the more I've become more aware of my own energy and others, the more I can protect myself also, which is very important on this path of ours. When we start feeling energy and feeling others' energy, it's also important to know the difference between the positive, negative energies that come into your space, So they say we may feel we need to give to the people we most care about in a way that depletes us. Yeah, wow, that was me to a fault. Because I'm a giver. I always have been. And I like to help others, and I don't like to see people in pain. That's the Lemurian in me. I am Lemurian, This is why it's come back to me, the multidimensional knowing of being in a past life in Lemuria. Yeah, they held those qualities inside them: loving, caring, giving, healers, worked with natural elements, you know, all of that. That's what, yeah, there was very, very, very loving beings, unconditional love, high vibration beings. Yeah, so I have empathy for others, but it was to a fault, and I had to, yeah, again, become discerning on how much I could give out and not deplete myself. And I have become that now. I've put up boundaries where I need to, you know, but I'm still the healer, I'm still the caregiver, I'm still the nurturer, I'm still all of that. Those qualities are my soul essence. They won't ever go, but I have learned through, you know, the hard ways of learning this path myself. I do have to be careful on who I give this energy to. And they say we may hold a subconscious sense of obligation to others, or a belief that our own needs cannot be met until we have taken care of everyone else. We may run ourselves ragged, meeting deadlines, keeping customers happy, living up to expectations, or ensuring we have everything our children require from us. Many of us expend our energy page inside of the book. Expend our energy through drama, self-doubt, self-sabotage, anxiety and fear. Sometimes we sense we are giving too much but cannot see exactly how it is happening, or that our effort may be unproductive, even counterproductive, but it doesn't have to be like this. Yeah, I've had to I was running myself ragged because of who I am and because of my path. Part of my multidimensional self was twin flame. So part of being a twin flame is you are always connected to another. So you physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually are connected. You are the same frequency. You feel, hear, you know, all of that. So part of my path, part of that multidimensional self of me, my twin flame, was very depleting in the early stages, where, you know, I could feel emotions but I knew there was not mine, and these emotions could take me, you know, very, very far down, and you know, on top of that, all the energy healing that's going on in your own body when you start ascending. You've got all of that, you know, you're working through very, very energetic channels, you know, your chakras, you're working through them, so it's layer after layer after layer. You're also working through wounds and traumas of, you know, they say here, like, so you're bringing, what about the fragments of self we gave away before we came into this awareness? Yeah, you're returning those fragments of yourself back to you. It's deep, deep healing, you know, and being a healer, you're healing yourself, yes, doing the energy work, you're putting that, you know, the effort in, day out. It's a practice, you know, it becomes a daily spiritual practice. But, you know, those fragments are returning back to you also, as well as you being a healer, you know, for others. So you have got to be so aware of how much energy you can give out and how much, you know, you need to pull back. And I've learned that. And I've learned that the hard way. And the giver and the nurturer and the Lemurian in me has also learned it's okay to not give. Now that might sound counter productive for what we stand for, the Lemurians, but no, it's about self-love also. So when you give yourself self-love and rest and recuperation, and you pull your energy back when you know it's been depleted by another, then you are then, you know, filling yourself up again, you know. So it works its way up. You're getting that energy back, you know, and then you've got more in reserve for, you know, when you spread this energy out to the people that come to you for healing. Yeah, so I've really learned that, you know, when my energy lowers and I need to take rest and I need to have self-care and, you know, healthy diet, your food, your sleep, your lifestyle, all of that is big factors, you know, to maintaining your energy levels. Yeah, it's so important to become aware of, you know, when you are depleting of your energy on this path. I just want to take this card in. There's very powerful activations in this card, meaning they will wake you up to remembrance, you know, yourself. Yeah, beautiful message. And it's reclaim your energy. So, you know, if you feel like you're emptying your cups on too much and too many places and people, it's okay to pull back and take that rest and recuperation for yourself. There's nothing wrong with giving yourself self-love and self-care and rest. Completely nothing wrong with that. Eteo esokoshonoyo, eyamaye soyonoye, eyokosi, eyokosi, eyokosi. Protect your energy, protect your energy, protect your energy. Esotoyo noyo yamaye, ekoshotoyo, eyomaye, esokotoye ye. Ayayaya no no shimanaye yo si aneko. Eyo toyo noye, eya maseko noya, eya hoshmane. There you go. Quick message from the Lemurian elders. Thank you. Any more messages? Yeah, they're saying it's time for you to rest now, Ellie. Don't know what I've been doing today. And they've just thanked me for coming online, because they know that I've felt quite tired myself lately. So again, yeah, you know, you've got to understand when you are feeling tired and depleted and you're exhausted on your healing path. So important. You know, if you are a healer yourself and you have to expend that energy out to others, sometimes on a daily basis, not to mention your family and friends, and you know, if you're a light worker, wear shower, twin flame, all of that, you know, it has a big effect on our energy body. A big effect. It is energy. That is all it is. It is energy. Yeah, it's a different level when you start feeling your energy and others' energy. It's totally different compared to you know, the self you was before. Yeah, you can get pretty tired, exhausted pretty quickly if you don't take care of yourself, is the message from them. So I shall say goodbye, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.